I think we've all noticed there's been an epidemic on YouTube, especially YouTube Shorts, of not-so-savory content being pushed towards audiences. This includes content that flat-out should not be on YouTube or that violates YouTube's guidelines. Today, we will be touching on a few channels that do that type of content, and each respective channel that I will cover today will be given its own section where I will also link each respective guideline that those channels have violated. Now, this video is going to be the first one where I upload a short or a reel, or depends on where you end up finding it, onto TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, maybe Twitter. I'm not sure. I'm actually just recording this now, so this could change. But I will be uploading a video to redirect to this video in order to attempt to get as much views on this as I can, because this topic, I personally feel, should be touched on. So please join me as we start to dive into YouTube's new Elsagate. Honestly, I might change what I'm going to call that. Whatever I end up calling it, I'm just going to put that on screen. I have absolutely no clue what to call it, but, we'll figure that out when we come across to it. So yeah, let's dive into this. Now, I know right off the bat, I'm kind of beating a dead horse here. There's been several other channels who have covered this exact individual. But I don't think it can be stressed enough just how damaging this individual has been towards the YouTube community. His content uses high speed, high color kind of imagery in order to attract younger audiences. I think, personally, I'm not sure about you, but from my point of view, it seems he knows exactly what he's doing. There's been interviews, there's been talks with this individual, there have been call-out posts, and several times in the past, he has repeatedly violated the TOS. He has allegedly misused the copyright system in order to take down other people's channels. He has done this knowingly. Like, let's not try to pretend like there's even an ounce of non-recognition with this individual. He knows what he's doing. He just doesn't care. He cares about getting money from it. And from my point of view, that's even more disgusting. When you're valuing money that much more than just simple human dignity, how much of a monster do you have to be? How many kids will be exposed to this man's content? Hell, I will even showcase right away that anyone can find this. Like, I will use an alt just to showcase this. But anyone can come across this. And no one's really able to do much about it, other than just report on it. I mean, it's been reported to YouTube TOS, and his appeal had been just accepted. Now, how is that fair? You see, that's the main issue here is these individuals keep getting away with stuff like this. Hell, I'm gonna show some things on screen of what kind of content this is, just so you have an idea.
Alright, so here's how you're gonna defend dropping the soap. Once you bend down, when they come in, you're gonna reach for one of the leg back here. Grab, pull, sit back, close the curtain, okay? And then from here, you know you're gonna get your revenge, man. Because sometimes you gotta be gay too.
What's worse is that is the most tame of it. Like, this guy, his entire channel is innuendo after innuendo, just making comments and stuff like that. He's made jokes about dead kids doing things. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna pull that up on screen just so you can see this. This jackass pulled this and has no shame whatsoever when he was called out about it. You want to know what he did? He literally just went ahead and went, well, if they want to ban me, they could have. Like, dude, shut the up. Just because they haven't banned you yet doesn't make it okay. Like, I'm not even going to pretend like I'm not irritated about this. Content like this being exposed to basically anyone. Like, I'm literally using, like, a second browser that has no connection to my main one, just to make sure that this stuff doesn't get on my search history. Because it's like, it's that bad, and yet I'm still able to find stuff like this. I'm not even signed in on this browser. I don't have literally anything here. Like, this is ridiculous. It should not be that hard for someone to realize that, yeah, it's messed up to make these kind of jokes in kids' content. And I get it. Dude's like, he's doing it intentionally. Let's not even try to kid ourselves here. He knows what he's doing. He just doesn't care, whether it be for the money, whether it be for some kind of weird fucking idea he has about this. I don't know, and honestly, I don't want to know why he's doing it. I just think it should be taken down. Hell, according to YouTube's own guidelines, it should be taken down. Like, that is not even a question. There are elements of the guidelines that literally say content like this should not be on the platform. Yet YouTube continues to allow this individual to post here, to get the type of views, to pay his bills every single month. Like, he gets money off of things like this. Enough money that he has his own little animation studio, apparently. Like, in what world does that make sense? It doesn't. And that's the issue. They don't care. And as you'll find out as we continue down this video, he's not an isolated case. In fact, it's been increasingly common for channels like this to exist. This is just the opener. This is the opening act, I guess you could say. Because this one's one of the more well-known ones. And trust me, I am not looking forward to digging deeper. But Let's dig deeper anyway. The next channel we will be touching on is Momo the Cat. Now, again, beating a dead horse with this, but again, can't be stressed enough just how horrible this type of content is, especially on younger users. And again, you can view this individual's content without even being signed in. You should not be able to find content like this just that easily. Content that has these kind of themes of, well, grooming and of individuals finding out about their families, let's just say, secretive habits. Like, again, and I know this shouldn't need to be asked, but in what world does content like this make sense to keep on the platform? Like, I'm gonna show a clip of what exactly this individual posts. I'm not able to show the whole thing, because, well, if I do, that's not going to be great for my channel. I'm trying to grow this channel, so I can't do full clips, but I'll show you a quick one just right here.
My grandpa talks with girls online, he calls them all his queen. But I'm worried he might be getting dementia, cause he tells them he's only 17. He talks with them for hours and writes out whole love songs.
Now, I don't think it needs to be said, but, you know, having content of that sort, which openly, as you just saw, touched on one's own family doing stuff like that online. I can't even say the word without, like, any chance of me growing this channel basically being smited off the platform, so I'm not even gonna bother. But, like, the thing is, that is basically a small snippet of what this channel posts. There are thousands of videos like this, just posted again and again and again. And it's not even like they don't know what they're doing. People have called this individual out so many times. It's not even funny. There are entire, like, playlists on other channels of this individual being called out. And yet, of course, they're not going to stop what they're doing. Because it earns them views and it earns them attention. And that's the thing. I personally believe YouTube needs to take action on this. This channel that we just reviewed has content that openly breaks YouTube's TOS, that makes obscene content with designs and such aimed towards children. Like, as tame as it might be compared to the first one, which just openly showed basically everything, this one isn't any better. This one still exposes kids to content like this. It still ends up becoming an issue for anyone who uses the platform, and once again, it still can be viewed by anyone, even if you're not signed in. So, yeah, I personally think this needs to be touched on. We can't just pretend like this stuff doesn't exist. You do that, they get away with it, they continue uploading content like that. And that's the thing. These two channels I have reviewed today are just two examples of a wider issue on YouTube. An issue in which people continuously think that, oh, it resolved itself back with Elsagate, you know, that content doesn't exist anymore. No, it does. It 100% does, because, again, YouTube earns money off of it. They get views, they get traction, they get things of that sort. So, even if the rules state this is against their TOS, they're not doing anything about it. It feels purely performative on YouTube's part. Like they made the rules just to punish those that call them out. In fact, if I get punished for this video, I won't be surprised. Do I want that? No. But it can't be sugar-coated that this stuff exists. That it has existed since around 2017. Even when people claimed it was dealt with and that it was gone, no, it never went away. This type of content continues to be made and has been year after year. It's still here. It's still there for anyone to view. And it's still exposing individuals, including those who might be susceptible to this kind of content, to themes of this nature. And so, if there's any YouTube executives out there, I want to know, flat out, what are you thinking of doing about this? Will you do anything about this? Will you actually take action upon these channels? Will you keep to the rules you set? No one else set these for you. You did. Will you actually ban these individuals from posting on the platform in order to clean up the site? Unfortunately, without an answer, my guess is likely no. Because again, they earn money off of it. They earn money off of each of you. Every bit of traction towards these channels. And what's worse is YouTube Shorts as an algorithm, as a platform, is susceptible to content like this because of the fact that it's purely based around, well, just kind of scrolling. It exposes other channels to any content that exists on the platform, brings traction. Hell, that's one of the reasons that I'm going to be uploading this to Shorts as well. Because it's like having views from Shorts helps any channel. But that's the thing. These channels exploit that. These channels openly post content such as this in order to get views, to get traction to their own, for lack of a better term, depraved views. And they won't stop unless someone takes action. So, as much as this feels anticlimactic, I'm gonna have to cut this off here. I'm going to have to drop this topic for now. Because the longer people just sit on an issue like this, the more it just gets ignored. The more people continue to pretend like it doesn't exist. Like it hasn't existed. Like it's just noise in the background. And for that exact reason is why I'm making this content. I have family that could become a victim towards content like this, that could be exposed to this. I'm sure we all do. So, I can't just pretend like everything's fine. None of us should be able to do that. And that's why I'm making this video. Now, to any viewers out there, please share this around. The more it gets around, the more likely YouTube is to notice that this content exists, to notice that people are touching on it, to notice that, yes, this is a problem. And they're more likely to take action the more that it's put out there. Now, that's unfortunately all I have time for today. Thank you all for tuning in, for watching, and I will be starting regular uploads and attempting to grow this channel. And I genuinely hope that this isn't seen as something slandering YouTube. I'm not trying to bash the platform. The platform is amazing to have. It allows people to get their views out there, to get their voices out there, especially during times like these, where people are being censored just for disagreeing with administrations. YouTube as a platform is a necessity. Same with other social medias. And so I'm not going to deny YouTube is a great thing to have. But at the same time, having that platform means you have to take responsibility for whenever content like this exists within its boundaries. And with that, I figure I shall sign off. Thank you all.